So that was Zan Said's deck. We didn't even sideboard with it, so I don't know if the sideboard even matters that much. But now this is the one that I put together. So I think that I like the straight aggressive approach here. Now the difference is if you look at this, I'm only playing 17 lands. I have 17 lands. I have 3 Glasspool Mimics. Those are my 20 lands, and then I add the 4 Shoreline Scouts on top of it. That's 24 lands that should be pretty easily able to cast Collected Company. Now, so the hands you open with 1 land, yeah, you're going to use Shoreline to turn other stuff into lands. If you open up with like 3 lands, then you don't need to use this. So the same thing with like Glasspool. Like we have a ton of flexibility either way to reduce our variance to try to not get mana screwed. Um, and otherwise, standard stuff here. I'm playing 8 1-drops because I like having stuff to do on turn 1, and these are both attacking for 2. You know, the full 12 lords, all the Svyelun. The one card I am playing in my deck that we haven't seen so far is Decisive Denial. And if you look here, I have 12 green sources to help cast this. I want a card that can help stave off something like Wrath of God, but also isn't totally dead versus creature decks. So I'm trying Decisive Denial in my list because I think that can kind of bridge that slot. And then afterwards, then we can decide, what kind of cards we need. We have stuff like Kira and Shaper Sanctuary if we go up against the control list. Also, Mystical Dispute's really good if we go up against like any sort of combo deck or a control deck. Relic is good against the graveyard stuff, and also Reclamation Sage if we need it. It's again, if you're gonna have artifact and enchantment hate, I think that something that you can find off of Collected Company is the best way to go. And I also like Kira kind of for the same reason, because if you're up against a removal heavy deck, or even something like say the Sacrifice deck, where or if they're gonna ping your stuff, whatever, with Mayhem Devil, uh, Kira seems pretty good against that. Heroic Intervention, yeah, I think that card is. You could play that. That's definitely reasonable. But since I'm main decking a card for this slot, I think Decisive Denial is the one I like because I like the flexibility on this. So the only thing that there might be to consider is whether I have enough green sources. But I think with Shoreline Scout, this, if in the worst case scenario, this can even turn an island or into a tropical island, so it can help with the green to pay for this. So yeah, Denial seems really good. So that's the innovation that I'm playing in my deck. So let's see, is mine going to be the only one that actually loses a match today? Let's find out, I guess. Um, yeah, there we go. So coming up here, we'll play for about another 20, 30 minutes, hopefully. But so far, like we've seen, Merfolk has been pretty successful on all this. So we are on the draw here. Unfortunately, I can't keep this. I don't have anything. Yeah, I have 1 land. Why is it always me? All right, no, this is fine. We'll keep this. I'm getting rid of a Denial and a Company. Oh, fuck. All right. This was definitely the worst way to start. Let's play our Kumena speaker. And I don't like this. This means we're probably up against humans, and humans is definitely not a good match. Yeah, humans is going to be hard. Well, if you were watching earlier, like the mono blue list that we were playing, and has also been on the Discord, does have Relic main, and I do actually like that innovation. If you're playing best of one, I think Relic main makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I don't know if I like Abundant Harvest. Like you really don't have a lot of space to be screwing around with that, so I agree. I don't think it's super necessary. Oh fuck, that's gonna make life harder. Yeah, no, this is definitely the humans deck, and they have stuff like Thalia's Lieutenant, so they're kind of doing what we're doing, but it's a lot harder. They have a lot more threats. They're playing Amori the Collector, so everything in their deck is either a creature or a land. So they got rid of Merrow Reejerey. That's surprising. Well, Thalia is going to kill something with first strike. I guess I could actually double block this, right? Because They can only kill one. Well, no. Okay, so that's not correct. They can kill Silvergill Adept and this because I don't have an island in play, so I'm not going to block it. So I guess I'm fine with trading both of these things. And we're just going to play Glasspool and then Silvergill Adept. And then hope we can draw a land and cast this Collected Company, and that might get us back in this game. Otherwise, Svyelun next turn is not terrible. Ooh, that's rough. Here's the Thalia's Lieutenant. So now things are going to hurt. I don't like clicking no to that, but I don't see a lot of alternatives at the moment. So things are going to get worse before they're going to get better. Man, if they have like another Thalia's Lieutenant, we are so incredibly dead. I think I just have to play Svyelun here and play this Kumena Speaker. Let's see. I don't have a lot of good blocks. Alright, I guess I'm going to do it like this. They can trade if they want to. Alright. So we're kind of taking a gamble here. Okay, well, that was bad. You have to attack with everything. Come on. There's no way you... Yeah, no, keep clicking them. You know they're all coming. Like, because now, no matter how I block here, it's basically game over. Even if I blocked everything, like, this doesn't... Yeah, I'm actually just dead. The thing is, if they had General Kudrow, I was not going to beat that no matter what anyway, so that was what it was. I don't think really any of these cards actually matter against this deck. Yeah, they're not really doing a whole lot with that, so I guess we just run this back. That was a pretty awful mulligan to 5. We still did okay, but, you know, like, this is another match where it's like, I think the humans is pretty good against us. Thalia's Lieutenant is a beating, and, you know, General Kudrow is also a beating. It's a little bit hard. What are you going to do? Though this version is playing Amori, which I don't know if that's the correct way to build this deck, to be honest. It feels like it would benefit from having at least a couple removal spells in it. I don't think Amori makes a huge enough difference where I would want to play it as a companion. I would love to play first. This is better. We'll keep this. Yeah, Dire Tactics would actually help a lot. Okay, let's play Silvergill. I will reveal Merrow Reejerey. There's Thalia's Lieutenant. That's rough. The Scout's not bad, actually, because I can use that. I can exile a Reejerey and still play a Mistbinder here. Now I'm comfortable sending the Silvergill Adept in. They did reveal Amori, so they don't have any, like, instant speed tricks. I still have another Reejerey. So, like, now we're sort of getting to the point where, you know, this is okay. They're going to exile Reejerey for sure. But if this Esper Sentinel attacks, I think I'm perfectly fine sending the Shoreline Scout at it. I might even let them draw a card just so that I can kill off some of their creatures. Well, that's also pretty cool too. Again, if they trade with any of these things, that's fine. Svyelun is just better to here because now I have an indestructible blocker, and it also draws me cards, so I'm pretty aggressive here. Decisive Denial seems like it should be pretty good with Svyelun killing basically whatever I want. And like if they draw a card, I don't even care that much. There is Skyclave Apparition. That's not great. You exactly called it immediately as it happened, so. I guess we're just doing this. I could have attacked with the Mistbinder too, but I think that would have not been a good idea. Unless they can kill me here, I don't actually care. So yeah, attacking is kind of sketchy. They have to block anything that I attack with. So it means they can attack with 3 things, but yeah, it's going to be a little bit interesting because of the denials in my hand. Yeah, they have to leave stuff back or they're screwed. Oh, that's interesting. I think I need to kill this thing. So the only thing is if I attack with the Lords, they can kill it with the Thalia's Lieutenant, and I don't really have a good way around that. Spellbind, like, now we're getting to dangerous territory here. Um, Dauntless is protecting the Skyclave Apparition. I guess that makes sense, because they don't want me fighting that thing. So I can kill 2 things, like, I guess I could fight this and then fight it again. I don't really have a good way to push through damage at this point. I will also be letting them draw 2 cards though if I use this denial, because the Sentinel. Well, they'll get to draw 1 card, I guess. So maybe fight this thing because like these blocks are still not great. I might have to kill this thing. I don't think I can attack here. I think I have to wait to see how they attack. Oh, you've got to be shitting me. That's super bad. I don't think I could beat them top decking another Thalia's Lieutenant. That's too rough. Uh, does this matter? I don't think so. Actually, hold on. No, it does because I can potentially kill something here. Oops. Um, I can fight something before this happens? That's not going to get bigger, but that is going to. So I guess I'm going to fight the Skyclave apparition, force them to sacrifice a Dauntless now if they want it. Sure. I can throw the Silvergill Adept away to Thalia's Lieutenant. I could eat the Sentinel, that's possible. Like, I did consider that. But, I don't know, these are all, like, terrible decisions. I don't want to have to make them. I'm at 6. I don't know. I'm not sure if that was how we were supposed to do this. Well, it looks like they might be kind of defensive here, so... Honestly, this looks like another turn where they probably should just attack with everything. Alright. Now, I kind of have to kill this thing, right? I can play Shoreline Scout. That doesn't really matter. Yeah, I don't think attacking here really helps. I might have to eat the Spellbinder, though. This is just getting worse. I'm not in a position where I can like actually win this game. And every spell I cast is just not helping me. I don't know, maybe if I was gonna do this, I should have did this before, because now they're gonna draw 2 cards. I guess I can pay for one of them at least. What do I need, like Collected Company? Um, yeah, here I think we're screwed, because if I want to play the Merrow Reejerey now, I have to go to 4. So I can only take these 2, and I have to block basically everything else. Right. I will have 4 creatures I have to block at least 1, 2, 3, probably these 4 things. That's kind of rough. Again, I can't attack. Oh, well, that's going to do it. Now the Cave of the Frost Dragon will do it. Even if I did that, I'm still taking enough damage, so yeah, that's fine. Nope, there was just not really a whole lot we could do there. The humans deck was just too much. Sleep in the sideboard's definitely an option, so... Alright, we'll play... Nope, damn it, not that deck. Wrong one. I hate how it keeps defaulting back to that, so... Yeah, they just had too much stuff. We couldn't really deal with it with what we had. Losing game 1 that miserably was not helping either, so we had some really hard mulligans. Alright, we'll do one more match and then I gotta call it for today. Alright, I would like to be on the play. This hand seems fine. Well, I guess it's gotta be fine. We're gonna need to draw some lands to help us, but... Because we're gonna have to play this on green, so we need to draw another blue source so we can start playing the Lords, but as long as we can hit a land, we'll be okay. We have like, a couple turns to do that. So... Yeah, I do think Thali's Lieutenant is just really hard for us to deal with. The humans deck can go like just as wide and just as tall as we can, and it's rough. But I'm gonna play this on the Barkchannel side so we can go Speaker into Mistbinder into hopefully playing Lords. We'll see how that goes. Ideally, we draw like Botanical or something. That would be fine. I guess even if we drew like a Shoreline Scout, then that would also help us. It's like we could give up a Lord in order to get a Tropical, so then we can play turn 3 Shoreline into Lord. No, actually that wouldn't work, because no, that still costs blue, so never mind. Shoreline's not really helping us. I guess worst case it would still let us like play a Lord on turn 4. So I'm not super happy about. So I guess we just want to draw another land. Or something else like Silvergill or Reejerey that we can play afterwards that uses colorless, that we can use the green land here. Okay, I don't know what our opponent's doing here, but they gotta do something. Spire Bluff. Alright. You gonna shock this thing? No. You're gonna shock this thing, I'm sure. Yeah, if we had Shoreline on the draw, then we absolutely could just pick Barkchannel for a tropical. That would have been great. Trickster was not an ideal draw this turn. We have one more turn to draw something that works with this hand. Okay, Unholy Heat. I fucking hate this card in Modern, and I hate this card in Historic. They only printed Svyelun along with a card that could destroy Svyelun. Well, Contra, we've been doing really well so far, but now once we finally started getting to my deck list, that's when things like, our draws have been less than ideal. I guess we're gonna counter this. So it looks like we're playing against Phoenix, so I don't really want them looting. Well, we did play a mono blue tempo folk deck at the beginning, so and it actually did seem like it was pretty good. I liked it a lot. Oh, you've got to be shitting me! Come on! We have 10 blue mana symbols in our hand right now. What am I supposed to do with this? Alright, they're just playing Phoenixes the hard way now. This is life. We've gone through 11 cards. We've only found 2 lands, so it makes me the big sad. Oh yeah, no, by all means, just continue. I'm not wasting my time in this. We've already lost this game. Ah, come on. Two lands out of like 10 cards. That's not great. And we had not even Glasspool would have been okay. Come on. Well, the good news is Relic is going to be really strong. What do I don't think Denial is really that important against this deck. So, I think the Graveyard Hate matter. Well, I don't know. It could. Like, we definitely could want Denial. Maybe. Ugh, all right. You know what? Maybe we actually cut the Kumena speaker. and keep the Decisive Denials. Because this does counter removal spells at least. I don't know, it's hard. What about Kira? Do we care about this? I guess I could block a Phoenix, but I don't really care too much about that. It does deal with the removal, though. I don't think Svyelun is as important. We'll bring in 2 Kiras, why not? Look, it had to happen sometime, right? We can't win literally every game. I don't know if you are aware of this or not, but Arena actually does go out of its way behind the scenes to make sure specifically that you do not win every game. Like, it employs matchmaking specifically to try to keep that from happening. So the more you win, the more likely you are to actually lose. But this hand looks a lot better now that we can actually cast spells. We might just play Shoreline Scout here and not play anything else. I don't really see the need to play. I think we're fine on mana here. I'm not gonna do anything. But I want to hold up Denial in case they try to go with like Faithless Salvaging here, because I don't want to let them discard their Phoenixes and get cast triggers. Yeah, exactly. Fuck that. They only get to discard if it resolves, and then they'll get to discard 2, draw 2, which we don't want that happening. And then it also makes it really easy on their turn to do it. Okay, well this seems fine. I can play Glasspool and just copy Reejerey. That's cool. Alright, they are going to go for salvaging now. Discarding Fiery Temper. Okay, good choice. So I guess we want a top deck Collected Company. That's our win here. Score. I guess Svyelun and Kira seem really good. Good luck dealing with my board now. I hope you have Anger of the Gods. Like, you're playing Phoenixes, so Anger doesn't really synergize well with them. I guess you could have something like Storm's Wrath. I don't know if I want to. I might want to hold up Glasspool, but at the same time, it might be better to play it in case I draw like Reejerey. So then I can play Trickster plus Reejerey. I don't know if I'm gonna need to have it to rebuild a board, but I think that it's okay to do this. So. Alright. So they don't have a Phoenix in hand, so they just discarded a Steam Vents. Having the 2 Tricksters that gives Svyelun indestructible instant speed is definitely helpful. Like, Trickster is generally very good against Phoenix, so. Yeah, I think this was a really good combination of cards to find off of Company. All right, let's go. Come on. Hold on a sec. More notifications. Sorry. All right, we're good. So what did they exile? Unholy Heat. Yeah, that's still not very good right now. Okay, Channeler is fine. Because you still only have land, instant, and sorcery in the graveyard. You need a creature still. That was excellent. I'll play the Trickster now so I can tap down Channeler and just attack with everything. Okay, they gave up. What's your tempo folk list? Because we already played a mono blue one that was pretty awesome. Like I already took a tempo folk list from the Discord and played it earlier. I don't think we're changing anything. I think we run this back. I guess maybe I could have. I don't know if I might have sided out one denial. I could have brought it back in. Seems like it might have been worth it. I'm pretty sure we played your list already. Yeah, I think we played that one earlier. So that was the first deck that we played. I guess I'm gonna keep this. We'll go Breeding Pool in turn 1, and hopefully we won't need to play the Mimic as a land. Yeah, okay, no, yours was the first list that we played. Like, you don't have to convince us before it because we already did it. um, Decline. So, no, I liked your list a lot, actually. Yes, it did have Into the Royal, and we did use it to. We beat like a mono red deck with it. It was actually pretty awesome. I think they're gonna salvaging here probably. No, they're just gonna Unholy Heat. That's fine. I can just flash Trickster in their turn. So I'm gonna be uploading this to YouTube this week, so you will see it there. But yeah, you can watch the replay here if you want to. All right, we're off to a much better start this time. Okay, if they want to anger us, that's fine. We can live through anger. Play this tapped and then pass, since I can't play the other adept right now. If I drew another Merfolk, I would have played it. So I want to draw a fish that I can play Adept, and then maybe try to play Mimic, copying Adept. Okay, that's fine. Okay, good. All right, here I want to draw a land. I can live with that. There's no way that you're blocking this. Don't even pretend. No, your list was really cool. I enjoyed it. It cost me a fair bit of wild cards because I didn't have any Faceless Havens, but I did get it and I tried it out. It was pretty awesome. Okay. Um. Wow, that was not ideal for them. Okay. I'm just gonna play Company at the end of their turn. Svyelun's here. That's fine. If they want to attack me, I'm totally cool with this. Because I think this Company's just gonna end the game. Oh yeah, they're fucked. There we go. That is a good way, I think, to end this. So we got a little bit of everything here. All right, do we have any prizes to look at now? We do have a pack. Let's go open our pack. So, all right, mastery. All right. So let's take a look. So yeah, see, this is the tempo folk deck. We'll look at them from in order of how we played them. So yeah, we saw 4 different lists here, and all 4 of them actually seemed like they were really strong. So I like this one the best for mono blue. If you're or for best of one, I like the mono blue for best of one. Because yeah, it is extremely grindy. You have tons and tons of card advantage in here between like Silvergill and Svyelun and Faceless Agent. You know, Charm and Relic also help you with the cards too. Brazen Borrower is also card advantage, and same with Into the Royal. You are constantly churning through cards. So like and it has, main deck Relic is good in the best of one because there's going to be more decks that are going to try to cheese you out with some graveyard shit. Like maybe you're going to play against like Dragon Storm or Reanimator or something like that, and if you exile their graveyard with Relic, like you basically just win the game for free. But it's still a fine card to play against most decks, so I think that's fine. Not having a 1 drop is a little bit rough, but like I think it's fine because you have a lot of stuff that helps you catch up. Like Trickster is really good, Borrower bouncing stuff is good. You into the Royal, so you can catch up pretty fast. And yeah, and you grind like no tomorrow. So you have a fair bit of answers to stuff, and you have a little bit of diversity with what it between your threats and your answers. Having the 8 lords is definitely a lot of power now, so I think this style of deck is definitely playable in best of one. Um, then we also saw this one, which the others are all Simic best of 3 lists, where this one is playing like main deck memory lapses. Um, he had a deeper delete. I don't know if I care for this much, but he had some interesting tech in the sideboard with like Ranger class. So between Ether Gust and Memory Lapse, we countered a collected company with it like 4 turns in a row, and we're able to win because of that. So that was pretty good, cool. Um, I mean, I imagine this card might be pretty good against control decks. So this is one take on how you could do this. But he's playing a lot of lands, so I'm I think what this list is a little bit better. I think. Um, This one, they were playing Llanowar Elves in the main deck, so this we casting Collected Company really early and aggressively I think was good. However, the downside of this one was that you don't have room for counter spells in the main deck. And I honestly think that you could probably do a little bit better than Leyline of the Void. I think Relic is probably stronger here. But overall, like this was a pretty good list. We didn't really get to play with this card at all. I don't think we even sideboarded with this deck because like the deck we were up against just didn't require the sideboard at all. But Reclamation Sage, I did like this a lot, so this was something I incorporated into my own list. But yeah, the idea of this one just being if you can turn 3 Collected Company, that's just fantastic. Just slam those lords fast and aggressively. You go like Llanowar into like a lord, into company, into 2 lords, like you will have like 13 power in play in turn 3 with this. And then again, I think this is way too many lands. I think maybe some of these islands should be cut for like Glasspool Mimics or something. But and I don't like this Hall of the Storm Giants. It's way too big. But overall, like yeah, this is another idea to accelerate that way. And then the list that I was just playing now. This was my list. Um, this is kind of like the more standard list. So we struggled a little bit against humans, and you know what? I think that's just going to be how it is. Like humans is going to be hard, but still, like I think this deck is got it. This is a pretty standard iteration of it, um, where you want to have like 17 lands here plus like some number of glass pools. So we're effectively playing 24 lands while only having to play 17, which I think is nice. We have main deck interaction against basically anything, so that's kind of cool. And we still have the power of company helping us here, and the 1 drops keep us on curve. So sideboard is a lot more standardized. We saw like Kira was actually really awesome alongside Svyelun. That was pretty sick. Countered the Unholy Heat. That was definitely going to be aimed for something. Um, Relic is still really good. Like Phoenix is another good big reason why you want to have relics in your sideboard, and then Shaper Sanctuary. If this that plus Mystical Dispute, like we have a ton of tools against control decks like this. So overall, like I think this is fine. I don't know if there's any way we can tune it to against the aggro decks a little bit more, but I think this is where I feel comfortable at the moment. And yeah, overall, like we've seen Merfolk just in all of its forms today has just been incredible and historic. So yeah, definitely interesting. I'm super pleased with it so far. So yeah, thanks. I guess that's all I've got for now. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. These will be going up this week, so maybe you'll be watching this towards the end of this week on YouTube. Yeah, so I hope, like I said, everybody was enjoying this. I think historic Merfolk like Svyelun and Master of the Pearl Trident and Shoreline Scout have pumped some new energy into the deck finally, so it actually has tools to be competitive. That was very nice. I appreciated that a lot. So yeah, that was pretty awesome. Anyways, that's all I've got for now. I've got to go. Thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate you hanging out with me in the chat. So uh, I will put links to these in the description for this then, so that if you want to go and check out the original sources for the stuff, you can find it. So everybody, have a good day. I'll see you later.